On the line right now is former mayor of Whitesboro, Pat O'Connor. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Can you imagine? I mean, it's again, you go just to get your bachelor's degree, you're at $54,000 a year. And then let's say you want to be a doctor or something or a lawyer. You got to go for another 4 or 5 years. By the time you're done, how in the world do you ever pay off those loans?
You work at a fast food restaurant for $15 an hour.
That might be the answer. That might be the answer. All right, you've made a political party change.
I did.
So tell us what. I guess I didn't know you were a Democrat.
I was.
You always reminded me of a Republican.
Well,
why is that funny?
You don't like him? Is that what it is? No, I'm just kidding.
Listen,
no, I'm kidding.
I too am Republican.
I'm just kidding.
I just saw you as being someone that I felt was always a Republican, so I think it's a fit. If you have changed to the Republican Party?
I have, yeah.
All right.
I actually always thought he was too. I agree with you on that.
What do you, Pat? What made you change your mind?
Well, 4 words: Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. They've just gone off the rails.
Yeah.
And then I see the way that Sarah Huckabee Sanders has been treated. I see the comments made about Trump. And, for Democrats not to be jumping up and down and screaming about the comments and the way people are treated, and to just turn a blind eye to the way they talk about, the president as if he's the worst person in the world. And listen, I'm by no means am I a hardcore fan of. Yeah,
I don't think you were. I don't think you were all in the beginning.
No, I wasn't. But I mean, the way that just the way that everything is going, and the way that people have turned, it's just the Democrats are they're crazy.
Well, what does seem to be happening is it's the extremes. And that's on the Republican side too. For me anyway. It does seem to be the extremes where it's far left, it's far right, and somewhere in the middle they actually meet, I think.
Exactly. So, Andrew, Andrew, can you play the clip I sent you?
Oh, I could try. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
What is the clip?
So Andrew's going to cue up a clip.
Okay.
And
you're bringing audio with you. Nice.
So Andrew's going to cue up a clip of President Clinton's 1995 State of the Union speech, a small portion of it.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to be surprised at what he says, and that's the kind of Democrat I am, and that's the kind of Democrat I should say I was. But that's just not what the party is about anymore. So,
is this about the? Well, go ahead. We'll hear it. But is this about border?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Can you play this?
I know this clip.
Right,
go ahead.
Here we go.
This is Bill Clinton.
I can't hear that. What, do you have a speaker? Can you play it on speaker?
I'm trying to hear.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh! Come on with this.
This is going well, Pat. It's really
all Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
All right. What was very interesting is if you look at the audience, the Republicans still sit. Democrats get up and cheer. Shows you how politics. To me, this wouldn't make me turn to the Republican Party. It would make me say, "Oh my God, there's no one out there to represent me."
There's no hope.
There's no hope because depending on wherever the wind is blowing, these guys change their minds left and right. But Pelosi, she is just so far to the left and so out of touch, I think, with the rest of the country. I don't know why she's still there.
So it wasn't just that issue.
Yeah.
You know, when I heard last week, you know, her defending MS-13 when the president called them animals, they're animals. That's all there is to it. That's a kind term. That's a kind term. You know, it's just she's an absolute lunatic. She's an absolute lunatic. She's an embarrassment to the Democratic Party. There's a whole lot of middle of the road moderate Democrats that are doing what I did.
Yeah.
Because we have no leadership. We have no leadership. We have no values anymore. Listen, if they defeat President Trump in 2020, they're all going to sit around and go, now what? Because they have no plan for anything.
What is
plan for anything?
What is your plan? This is the former mayor of Whitesboro, Pat O'Connor, and we've talked to you several times on the air, Pat. And you've always been kind to be able to. Of course, the biggest moment was your Comedy Central appearance. We did enjoy that. Either way, what is are you planning something of a political run?
Absolutely zero.
Okay, zero. Oh, you're not even leaving the door open.
No.
Nope, less than zero.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: as a Republican, where does this put you on the 22nd congressional race?
You know what? I'm up in the air. I'm going to tell you right now. Congresswoman Tenney has made comments that I adamantly disagree with, and Anthony is a close friend of mine. So he is more of.
Well, he was until you're up in the air.
Oh, really, Pat?
Middle of the road, moderate Democrats. He's a supporter of the Second Amendment, I believe.
Yes.
So, I mean, listen. Business is business, and friends are friends, and the business of the country is a very, very important thing. We're in a very, I don't want to say unstable time, but it's a volatile time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have no problem saying who I'm going to vote for when I make up my mind. But I'm unsure right now. I want to see how it plays out.
Right.
The only thing I sincerely hope is that both of them stay above board, run a clean race, and don't get into the weeds.
Boy, you are
the only thing I hope.
You are wishful thinking.
I hope to win the lottery tomorrow.
Because the weeds, they've already been in the weeds, and then the weeds were torched. So you may not have any weeds left for the actual campaign. Andrew.
Pat, let me ask you this. Now, you say one of the big issues that made you change parties is leadership like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, and a lot of people have said that, Anthony will kind of be their aligned with them. Do you believe that, or do you think that he's more in a direction of going away from their ideals?
Well, this is one thing I can tell you with absolute certainty. I know Congresswoman Tenney links him to Cuomo all the time, and Anthony is his own man. He is 100% his own man. I witnessed it with the way he approached the governor when the governor was in Whitesboro over the flooding, and it was. Let's just say they're not chummy. They're absolutely not chummy. Anthony is a hard charger. To say that he's in Cuomo's pocket and all that, it's absolutely untrue. 110% untrue. Seen it with my own eyes.
Right.
With the two of them standing right in front of me. So,
all right, Mayor. Once you're mayor, you're always mayor. Pat O'Connor was the mayor of Whitesboro. Says he has zero interest in running for anything else. However, he is now changing political parties from Democrat to Republican. I appreciate you sharing your experience here this morning, Pat. Thanks for coming on.
Always a pleasure talking to you guys.
All right, thanks. Pat was coming in, but he heard I still didn't have a voice, and he said, I'm not getting near him. I am not getting near him. All right, cool. Thank you. We appreciate it.